Alright, so this was the most missed question from our test that we took, or our quiz, whatever it was, that we took yesterday. This was the final question, and a lot of you got close to the answer, but you didn't look at the question to fully get the whole answer. Alright, so it says, Marcus receives dollar bills from his grandfather for 1 week. On the first day, he receives $1. On the second day, he receives $2. On the third day, he receives $4. On the fourth day, he receives $8. If this continues, how much money will he have by the end of the week? So I'm going to circle what I know. His grandfather is giving it to him for 1 whole week. On the first day, he gets $1. On the second day, he gets $2. The third day, he gets $4. And the fourth day, he gets $8. So I'll code it. Square, circle, heart, and weird, awkward shape. Okay, this way I know if I see that shape, that is what I'm talking about. Okay, then it says, if this continues, how much money will he have by the end of the week? So I want to know how much money will he have by the end of the week. I don't want to know how much is he going to have on the last day of the week. I want to know how much total. That's where a lot of you went wrong. Alright, so I know that I'm going to have to organize my thoughts into a chart. So I'm going to build my chart. I'm going to have, you can either do money over days or days over money. I don't care as long as you organize it the same way. So I'm going to do money over a day. I know that there are 7 days in a week, so I need to at least plan for 7 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. On day 1, I got a whole $1. I'm rich. On day 2, I got $2. Day 3, I have $4. Day 4, I have 8. So I want to try and figure out how much am I going to have by the end of the week. How much total money am I getting? First I need to figure out my pattern. Well, I know that 1 plus 1 is 2. But 2 plus 1 isn't 4, so I can't add 1. So that's out of the book. The only thing I can do is multiply by 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. That looks like that's my method. So I'm going to write it on top because I don't want to forget if I'm going down the line. Okay, so 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. And 32 times 2 is 64. A lot of you just wrote 64. That is correct for if the question was asking how much is he going to have on the last day of the week. I want to know how much did he make all week. So I have to add up how much money I had. So 64 plus 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. Alright, if you sat here and worked it out, you would get a grand total of $127. Alright, we will do something similar to this because I really want you to get the correct answer next time we do something like this.